Okay, so I'm staying at this really cool Airbnb and I want you to see it. We are right between Front Royal and Luray. We have the Shenandoah River right down this way. It's about 50 yards away. You can walk there. There's like kayaks and all this stuff that you can grab from underneath. They even have like a little dolly to take it off. But this was such a well-curated, awesome Airbnb. I wanted to give you the full tour of this place so you know exactly what you're dealing with, because I think it's a pretty good setup. So what I'll do is we'll start out here and give you a little, so this is all of the space that you have. Over here is going to be the fire pit, and that's kind of nice. Big bonus, so we're about 90 minutes to 2 hours from DC. If you have an electric car, boom, they have a level 2 charger here. So I'm going to come in, I had some miles left. I would have probably been squeaking it to get home, but plugged it in when I got here, full charge, I'm going to be ready to go. And they didn't charge me extra for that, so that's pretty cool. Over to this side, it goes up the hill a little bit. My dog wanted to run up there, but it's pretty cool. You got this like steeped kind of area over there, and it's fun to look at. And then you get into probably where you're going to spend a whole bunch of your time if you're hanging out at this place, especially on a social level. So you have your grill here, you have your hot tub here. I even love that they have this little mossy area that's above the door. It kind of gives it this rustic, cool, colorful vibe to it. And you can see this was probably an original cabin they took, redid, did kind of that jet black look. You can see where they have the shutters from the windows. And so that is really fun. You hear my dog going crazy inside. So you're gonna know that this is puppy friendly. I brought my own lead here. I don't trust my dog to run around off leash, and I don't want to be on leash the entire time. So I got 100 feet, and man, that put the dog way down the driveway, up the hill a bit, even down this way, not to the other person's property, but that way. But the way in is down this road. So it's a very private area. I saw a couple people kind of walk through that person's land at some point, and they were mowing the grass, but besides that, haven't seen or heard of anyone. And then I brought my own little flamingo floating koozie, but it's a very clean hot tub. It lights up at night. Really enjoyed it. It was nice. I did a dip late at night after it had cooled down a little bit, and then also this morning after I went for a walk with the dog. So I thought that was nice. And so now we will go inside. Again, this is gonna take a little bit longer because we're gonna show you some detail. There is Hani, who is in love with this place. So in here, you walk in, this probably would have been an original like screened in porch. And you can even see like these probably what were the original windows, and you have these wooden shutters to kind of close it down. So that's really nice. And the decor in here is a good spot. Hani has spent most of his time right on this little perch, being happy, looking for wildlife and having a good time. And then I set up this little over here. I brought this from home. It's a little cover the couch so he doesn't have to get fur over it. Keeping him off sometimes is hard. But even the decor, you got the fishing rods up here. You got a fan to mix it. Since this is an additional area, these are storm windows from when it was put together way back when. They do have an auxiliary system here, but they do have ductless mini splits in the other rooms. So we'll show you those as we get there. But a nice little bar with a decanter, and then what an awesome place to eat. Like I kind of sat up here, you can see where I'm at my computer and my coffee here, but you look out this way and it's just all green. And you have this little space where it kind of goes in. And that right there, my friends, that's the Shenandoah River. So that's so cool. We'll go out this door in a second. So what really catches eyes when you come in here are these vaulted ceilings. They're so cool. And they took probably some original cabinetry, put some butcher block on it, opened things up, refinish it to look really nice. They even have some of the original vents that would have still been in here, but it's covered with a glass little window door. And so it has so much charm to it. And it's not overly done. Like, it would feel insincere if this tried to be like a perfect, everything is nice. Like, this has a little bit of soul and character, and it's well stocked too. Like, you have a bunch of seasonings, you have the stove. The kitchen worked out perfect for us, although all we did was make coffee. Good to note, you are within delivery radius of every major fast food and grocery store that you can imagine, because Front Royal is not that far away. It's just gonna take about 45 minutes to get there. We had a Friday's dinner last night and the ribs were fantastic. So we had time to edit and go through things, but there's so much fridge room. You have your freezer, they pre-filled them with ice cubes. I didn't use any. Had the coffee this morning. I did make that myself. So, you know, we had to be ready for that. Over here, you have these pull-out drawers. So you have silverware, corn things. You know, someone's a gamer. We had a little Pong going, which you gotta love. You got little skewers for s'mores and all that. So really nicely stocked. And then water was from a well, but it is drinkable and tasted great, really refreshing. You have your mugs up here, your wine glasses, and I loved this howdy sign. So just a real cool little piece that they had in here. Then this is gonna be the area that you probably hang out in the most. You do have a TV. It's set up for all the normal things. You got YouTube TV, Amazon. It's set up with like a Roku system. So anything you want. The internet has been a great speed, which has been very nice. And let's say you'd rather just read a book by the fireplace. Well, here's your gas fireplace. And if you forgot your book or your Kindle, you could do what my wife would want to do, which is select something from the library. I recommend Dan Brown. I love law symbol stuff. So, but just a really nice chill vibe. It's all connected, but not too tight. And I like that you have these two areas of separation for all your main hanging out. So you can have some people over in this area. You can also have another little section over here. And it's fun because it also has communication between the two. So up here on this level, you're gonna have 2 bedrooms, and they're split by this bathroom, which is perfect. And the thing I liked about this bathroom is it actually has a rain shower head. The body wash and shampoo I used were great. Sorry for the towels. I took a shower. I had to test everything to make sure it was good. Then you have this room with 2 bunks and a nice light. So every room has kind of this light that probably was an original one up here, and then they installed a secondary kind of overhead light, and then they have lamps. And every bed has these little wireless chargers. So again, all the little touches to make it feel nice. You have a bunch of linens and towels in here, and you have even a pack and play under this bed. So if you have a little one that needs a pack and play, they have one ready for you. How fun is a little mood reader? So if you're too tired, or you know, you ready, willing, and able, you can signal to your bunkmate. Maybe that should have been going in the primary room. I don't know. So this is the room that Hani and I stayed in. So it's very nice. It's got, again, a nice little light fixture to it. The wood's polished up nice. You got your chargers, your lamps. Both rooms have these curtains, so you can make sure that you have privacy along the way. Then you have a little sitting area and a place to put your luggage and some hanging hooks along the way. But it's just a normal, you turn lights on and off. And again, both rooms have these ductless mini splits, so you can control the temperature in your room. It was nice and cool in here all night long. So as you come this way, oh, before I go out that way, I do want to note. So there is smart stuff. So you have lights, locks, and all that. You want to turn the patio lights out for your hot tub and late at night, you turn it on. You can also turn them off. If you want to turn on all the inside lights, you just have to hit a button. You want to turn them off, you see right here, I hit the button. Uh-oh, I'm doing something wrong. I did it earlier, but I hit the button and everything turned off with just a little thing, but I wanted to stay nice and bright for you. So out here, there's a secondary door. And Hani will be right back. So over here, you have more fields and land and all that stuff. And if you come down this way, I won't take you in there, but they have laundry, so washer and dryer in here. And then I don't know what's in here. This is their stuff, so for storage. But you're like, hey, I need an extra bedroom. You got it right here. So underneath everything else, you have one. You still have a mini split ductless system. You have a fan in here to kind of keep things moving along. but it's just a cool overall vibe. And then in here, you do have a bathroom. It is just a toilet and a sink. It's not a shower, but you don't have to bother people. So if you wanted some separation from everybody else, you would have it right here. And then from there, you kind of walk out back to where we first started. And up here you have, here's your propane, here's all your utilities. You have a hose that you can turn on so if you want to spray down the dog. But you have some kayaks, you have a canoe, you have some paddles. They try to equip you. And even the fire pit over there, they stocked you with wood, so you're good to go. And along over here, these right here, take note. These are so you can put your canoe or those on there, and you can wheel them down to the water as opposed to trying to carry them. So if you're unfit like me, you have options. But overall, it was just such a wonderful property to stay at, and really seemed like such a value and a bargain for the price of what it is. So really enjoyed it. Nice creative space, nice quiet space, lots of activities. And if you get bored here, you get the Shenandoah Skyline Drive about 15 minutes one way, and you have Luray Caverns like 10 minutes the other way. So you just have so much that you can do as you're trying to work your way through it. So that's what I had to share with you. If you have any questions, I'm gonna put the link where you can like go in and book. They told me, I don't know how long this lasts for, or if anyone actually is gonna watch this, but they told me you get $50 off if you mention that you saw it through here. I don't get paid for it, but you should get a discount because this place is amazing. And I feel like, well, I think they said that their average nightly rate is $2.99 or somewhere right around there. So $50 off, $2.50. Man, I know people in DC that go out and have a bottle of wine and dinner and spend that much. And think about it, instead of having a bottle of wine and a little bit of dinner, I'd rather come out here, eat some hot dogs, and chill in a hot tub overnight and just have like a really good time. So I just think that this place is just a tremendous value. It's close to DC and it's got all the amenities and charm that you could ask for. So if you stay here, let me know. I'd love to know what you thought about it as well. Peace.